It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while.
And hi, this is Scott Jordan, and you are watching live here at Cellars of Sonoma in beautiful Healdsburg, California.
It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while. Just smile. Just taking some clean, fresh.
And welcome to TV Tuesday Live. This is the show where we taste wine, we talk about wine. I don't have Dave Batt in the house. I don't know where he is, so I have no idea. I don't have Karina. She's working late. And so I have Corey, who is taking care of the audio, visual, and the whole 9 yards. We are still out on the patio because it's warm, but it's cooling down, so that could be a problem. So anyway, tonight we're going to do Super Sonoman Wines. We're going to taste 5 of their wines, their core wines, and we're going to start with the Chardonnay. Then we'll do the Rosé. We'll then do their Pinot Noir, the Meritage, and then the Cabernet Sauvignon. So let me pull the first wine here, and that's a 2012 Chardonnay from the Russian River. You can leave it on that and help your guess. That's fine. From Russian River. What's unusual about this Chardonnay is, man, look at the color. The unusual part of this is that it aged 18 months in brand new French oak. Oh, wow. Beautiful nose. So I'm flying solo tonight. I got nobody but Corey and I getting this done today. That's crazy. I'll have to go on a political rant here just to fill time. I got lots to rant about, that's for sure. So Chardonnay lovers that want an oaky, buttery Chardonnay, this is really going to do the ticket for you. 18 months, brand new French oak. He does that in all of his wines, including the rosé that we're going to try after this. But this is a beautiful, beautiful Chardonnay. And, you know, Chardonnay is, Chardonnay lovers, they work in 2 camps. They're either on the crisp side, fresh cut apples, or they're on the oaky buttery, and they don't seem to float much in between, but they don't want the extreme. They don't want to pull wood out of their teeth. And knowing that this is 18 months in brand new French oak, you think that's what you'd get, but actually you really don't. You get some creaminess, which is what I'm looking for, and I want balance. It's got a fantastic color. You can't really tell here, but it's got a fabulous color. You can take that, Corey, and pour for our folks that are visiting here. Hi, guys. Where are you guys from? That was a long drive. You got up really early. Holy smokes! It took you all day to get here, huh? Wow, love that. Okay, Iowa. All right. Well, we're glad that you're here. Yes, welcome. So the color, fantastic, beautiful nose. the my oaky buttery customers really like this wine, and I say oaky butter, and what I'm not meaning, this is not Rombauer. This is not a Rombauer wine. This is, um, but it satisfy people that want an oaky buttery wine, and so I use that as a descriptor. Mm. Wow. So let me give you guys, while I'm savoring and enjoying this, let me give you guys a little update of wine country. Last Thursday, I think, was probably the last time that anybody got an opportunity to harvest. If you didn't pick on Thursday, you were crying on Friday because we got rain here, and we got rain on Saturday, we got rain on Sunday. Um, it was cloudy yesterday, but I didn't get rain yesterday. But it dumped enough where if you hadn't picked, you're in deep trouble because you're going to have raisins, right? Do you have a question there, girl?
We do. So, what would rain do to the grapes at this point in harvest?
Well, let's assume the question is what would the rain do to the grapes now? We'll assume for a minute that you didn't harvest. They're still on the vine. If it's in a cooler region, so Russian River, Sonoma Coast, Los Caneros, the northern part of Sonoma Coast region. If you're a grower in that area, the wind probably helped you out a great deal. It wasn't a, it was a it really started to rain, but it wasn't like it rained and then it was dormant for. I mean, it dumped. It just flat out dumped, and there was wind, and the wind helped to blow some of that from the plants. And now we had this amazing weather right behind it. Chances are you might be okay, but as you move in valley, you get into Dry Creek, Alexander Valley, Knights Valley, some of those the low areas that are in the hills, you might have a problem. You might have a crop that you're going to have some mold issues, and so you might kick yourself for not picking, even though you might have felt that the juice wasn't ready. That's the real trick when you have a rain like that. So, yeah, it depends on location, I think, more than anything else. If you had a small vineyard, I know people that have small vineyards, and they actually take leaf blowers and blow the water off of the vines, and that certainly helps. But we didn't get. Had we gotten cloudy weather with no sunshine, then mold for sure, and now you're toast. Now you're going through and you're picking and you're praying to God you got something you can use. If not, it looks like it's going to be a nice port that you're going to make, and I mean, I hate to laugh about that because some people are probably dealing with that, but those coastal areas right now, if they still had Chardonnay on the vine, that would be amazing. Most likely, if they had anything, they had Pinot, or possibly a Syrah. Syrah can survive in both climates, but not Chardonnay should have been already in, and Pinot, it was probably right behind it. So I would bet if you went around the valley, you wouldn't see a bunch of fruit on the vine. I could tell you that. I bet there's hardly any at all. So tell us. Turn that on and tell me.
We were driving along the Russian River, and I thought we saw a place that looked like they were trying to harvest today.
In Russian River.
Right.
Along the actual river.
Along the river, right.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And the vines were all green, and they didn't have any red.
Yeah,
leaves were all green.
so that's just somebody that got caught, couldn't get the crews out there in time, or they were rolling the dice. They're going, the bricks aren't where they want them at 24 or whatever they want, they weren't there. They were at 22, and they're going, I don't want green fruit, but I'm going to roll the dice. And they rolled the dice, and probably some of that fruit they're going to have to go through and sort really heavy. You're going to get those raisins out of there because you're going to see some real obvious funky stuff that you really don't want, and you'll pull that out. So they're going to work a little harder to get the fruit clean, but it's part of the game. Now we probably won't have any rain till November. So years past, the last 4 years, you could have left that line till middle of November and you'd have been fine. We just don't get rain. We don't get rain from April all the way till the end of October. Not like you guys in Iowa all the time. Yeah, we don't get that. We have no idea. We didn't even know what to do. I had people come in dripping wet. They didn't have an umbrella. They forgot what they did with their umbrella. It's been so long. So, hey, turn that car off. Oh, okay, sorry. Somebody was beeping their horn behind me. I thought they were talking to me. So, anyway, back to Chardonnay. If you like oaky buttery, this is it right here. If you like a little creamier Chardonnay, this is going to do the job. Here's the food thing about Chardonnay. If you were going to have rich foods like scallops, lobster, oysters, all of those great seafood, you want something a little richer like this. But if you were going to have spicy foods, then you probably would want to lean away from this, go to more of a fresh cut apple, the more closer to stainless steel. It could be in a barrel still, but not a secondary fermentation. So that's what you do. But this is, my wife really loves this, so I know it's good when she's all over that. Yeah. Yeah. And one of our investors is a big Chardonnay fan. And when I showed this to her, man, she was so happy that she was involved in this. That's for sure. So, anyway, those of you that are watching from home, if you look on this side of the video screen, there's a little box there, and that's where you can ask questions. Normally, I would have Karina fielding them, but I've added these extra duties to Corey, and so we won't be able to answer your questions until she gets on my computer in there, and you'll see the little chat box. And no, but not right now, but I'm just telling those that are watching from home that want to ask a question, and I'm not answering their question, that's the reason why. But if she gets over there at some point and fields a question, then we'll get it to me and I'll answer it. And all right, so we had some rain. Again, didn't hurt around here. Gosh, man, we just loved it. We thought it was the greatest thing on the planet. And I just wave to, there you go. So the rain was fantastic. We did have 2 events here and a little promo. We'll just call this a commercial. If you want to have your own event here at Healdsburg, we had 2 groups of 40 this weekend, and their room rocked. It rocked. It was fantastic. It was really wild. Next week, what I'll do is I'll put up some pictures from the event. But if you want to have a private event here, this place, you can have the inside, outside, the whole thing. I probably can do 75. I could probably do 100 if we had the entire patio. Yeah. So So if you're going to come to wine country with some friends, you want to rent this out, not a problem. Oh, look who just walked in. Dave Bett is in another time zone. In his mind, he's an hour early. He thought it was 5 o'clock, so he's an hour early. He's ahead of himself. Which you got stuck in the town of Sonoma? Wow. Well, the bummer is you missed the Chardonnay. That's kind of like you're in your wheelhouse. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I noticed the master got right to it, too. He wasn't even messing around. He goes, yeah, I got this. So, Corey, he needs that that black box, and he needs the headset. Right next to it. No. The clear one. There you go. So Dave Batt is in the house. He was in the town of Sonoma heading this direction. But he decided to try to walk from Sonoma to here. And I thought that was interesting. That's a hell of a walk. You must be feeling pretty energetic. So Dave Batt will be with us in a flash, and then we'll get right into the other wines that we're dealing with. In the meantime, I'll just do another little quick commercial. Tonight, when I get home, I'm going to go vote. In California, you can vote. Those of you that actually have to drive to the polling places, I'm going to vote tonight, and it's a big ballot. Holy crap, did you get your ballot? It's unbelievable. So anyway, I'm going to vote tonight, and here's what I'm going to tell you right now, and this is super important. Here, what you do in life, you have the ability to vote for a president, and we should be really proud of that. And I don't care how crazy this whole election thing has been. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican or whatever. Go out and do your constitutional right and go and vote. And if you
don't like either of the main parties, you can go ahead with some other parties.
You can pick the bozo the clown people. You can pick you can go crazy. But here's what you can't do. You can't not vote and then spend the next 4 years yakking at me about the person that got elected because you didn't honor your ability to go and vote. And without that, you got nothing to say. So go and do that. And if you're not sure of the candidates, there's only two that can possibly win. Okay, let me just be honest with you. There's only Clinton and there's Trump. There's nobody else that can win. It's not mathematically possible. If you don't know the issue, just do this. If you are happy, if you said, I'm better off now than I was 8 years ago, then you need to vote for Hillary. That's what you do. It's going to be status quo, no big deal. If you're not happy, if you're not satisfied over the last 8 years, you got to go with Trump. Forget about all the garbage. You just have to, because he's going to move away from that, and he's going to lower your taxes. Well, that didn't work. He didn't.
But I have a microphone now.
Okay. So those are the two issues. You just got to decide. Do I want it the way it's been for the last 8 years? That's Hillary. If you want to get away from that, it's Trump. The other votes are just kind of a dead vote. You're saying that can
we're thinking that my mic wasn't working so well.
here and let me see because
He'll fix it.
yeah, I'll fix it immediately. All right. All righty. There's one more button. Hello, my name is Dave. Hello, my name is Dave. It just clicks.
And I'm Scott.
Gene, it sounded like Dave when I talked into it. My voice
Pretty
changed.
much did, didn't it?
My voice changed. It changed to Dave. Wow. Okay. All right. So that's my political stand for you. Get out and vote. It's your right. You have the ability to do that. There are countries that would beg to have the ability to actually go and vote.
That's very true. Very
right?
true. Yep.
It clearly is your duty to do that, or just keep the little trap shut because you got nothing to say, man, if you don't vote. And if you don't think your vote counts, go back to 2000, the year 2000. Florida was won by less than 600 votes. 600 votes. So it does matter.
It does matter.
It does. It seems like it doesn't, but it does. So.
And I'm sorry we're out of time now, but thanks for joining us for the political statement.
Yeah, we're just going to drink now. Thank God, that's so fun. Well, in 3 weeks, the TV Tuesday is going to come right in the middle of the election, and
Can we do one of those charts up there, blue states and red states?
No, you can't because they're not allowed to. It's really funny. They're not allowed to show the results of the other states until California is closed, or the West Coast.
Oh.
And that doesn't happen until 8 o'clock. But here's what was interesting. I saw the movie Killing Reagan that was on the History Channel or one of those. It was on the other night. And they were showing the election, but they were giving the results of Florida before California. And he got a phone call from Carter before the polls had closed in California. He told him that he won. And I just wanted you to know that. I thought that was really interesting. I forgot all about that had changed years later, and you can't give the poll results until the California. But they didn't do that back in 1980. They actually showed it, and he won before half of the nation had still been voting.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I forgot all about that. I thought that was really cool. Anyway, it's a great show. If you can get it at home, it's called Killing Reagan. It's a fantastic. It was a great movie. It really was. It was awesome. So Dave Batt.
Was it? What? Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah.
It was it's a book. I read the book when I went to Barbados last year.
So you go on vacation and read a book instead in the hotel?
No, I went on vacation and read 2 books. Yeah. And it was awesome. It was a totally great book. It was all about when he got shot and the Hinckley thing, all of that stuff. And it was really well done. Fantastic. It was really, you learned a lot about him and Nancy and he was quite a guy. And it has a cool ending. Very cool. Yeah.
And we've learned about him as a horseback rider too.
Oh yeah, he's
with the security guard from Marriott now, who used to be in his.
Is that right?
His security staff, yes.
Yeah. So go. You can pull it down on Netflix or any of that. National Geographic. That's the ones who did the show, and it was called Killing Reagan. This is This is Super Sonoman Cabernet Rosé of Cab. 18 months in brand new French oak. Who the heck made? Look at the color on that. Here, go ahead. You want it? Okay, go ahead. Look at the color on that, man. If you had a blind tasting, you'd never pick this out.
No.
If you had one of those, I have some of those black glasses where you can't see through them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those are kind of cool. Do a tasting where you're just putting wine in there and not telling whether it's white or red or
which is really hard to believe unless you actually go through the process.
Yeah.
If you have a glass of wine and you aren't able to look at it, it's really tough to figure out if it's red or white.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's pretty interesting. So this is for my red. I'm only a red wine only drinker. Don't give me. That's all I ever. Red wine only. If you are a red
That's
wine
a
only.
song, you know.
I know. I wrote the song.
Oh, red wine.
Yeah, red wine didn't do so good. So this is one. If you're a red wine only drinker, you're all over this. But if you're a typical, rosé drinker, you have to modify your dinner plan because this is going to lend itself to be more versatile to other meats that you normally would have skipped over and said, I got a rosé. There's no way that's big enough. This is pretty big. I'd almost go ribs on this. I mean, it's big. That's a big, big wine. Big wine. It's all Knights Valley fruit, which is pretty cool. This is a mouthful. You know, we're not kidding here. This is
There's almost like some residual sugar in here, right? I mean,
I would imagine
the
that
fruit
there's
is really stepping forward enough that you feel like, I've got myself a sweet rosé. You look at it and say, I got a red wine that is not really, it's translucent. It's cold, so you got this chilled thing going on.
Yep.
So if I'm a red wine drinker and it's summertime or I want something cool, refreshing, I certainly have a shot
Well,
at this.
it was almost like summer today,
It was, yeah.
right?
I'm
Well, where
surprised
you
to see
were,
out
you were
here,
in
yeah.
Sonoma. Well, I did bring my jacket. I didn't bring it out here yet, but I do have a coat because I was looking today. You know, I thought, boy, like last night it was cold. It was cold out, and around this time it was a lot chillier than because it was pretty
Yeah,
nice.
yes,
today.
it was pretty cold.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you were in Sonoma, the
Yeah.
town of, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay. And how was it there? Was it warmer than here? Or
It
about
was
the
at,
same?
well, yeah, about 76,
76?
76, light breeze like it is
Okay.
here.
Certainly wine sipping time, right?
Yep. I actually stopped at where Bonneau, the Catherine's Vineyard is Bonneau Road, where
Okay.
all of that traffic kind of comes together as you go south.
Yeah.
121 meets everything else. And
Oh, yeah,
crazy
it's a
traffic.
mess. It's like this big maze.
So I just found out I was across the street at Anaba Wines, and I'm being corrected as Anaba because they
Anaba?
prefer that pronunciation.
Instead of
I think it's incorrect, even though that's the name they named it. So I'm
it's-
wrong
it's
already.
written
by-
wrong 'cause
yeah,
it's-
I'm
okay.
already wrong, but
it's already wrong.
so I call it Naba, and which is basically a technical term for the winds that come across the vineyard, hit a mountain, and they go up the mountainside. Those are Anaba winds or Anaba winds, Anabic winds.
So that's why they named their
and
winery
they
that?
did because what they did in the vineyard, which is a flat vineyard, they put a wind turbine in there, so they could actually do some power generation in the process of having that wind that goes across the vineyard.
So they're seriously doing
Come
a
by. Just walk on by.
yeah, just walk right through the
Good Morning
shot. Let
America
everybody
does
know
that.
you're here
We're good.
from wherever you are. That's perfectly fine. Walk on by. Bump, 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 bump.
So there's actually when the winds come across the vineyard and hit a mountain, they have to go up. And
And the winds really blow pretty heavy through there. I've
They
been
do,
over to
yeah,
that place.
yeah.
They have an outdoor patio.
yes, they
right?
do. Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
I went out there and that place was blowing. It was.
I just talked to John Swayze, who owns that vineyard, Anaba
Anaba.
or Anaba, I
Anaba.
guess maybe.
And
A great guy, and he's really turned out some great wine, and so it was a real chance to see not only what John Bamberry does, but that whole area where Chardonnay
Wow.
really does grow well, and the whole area. So it's a great climate for Chardonnay. So they're doing a great job on the Chardonnay as well as Pinot Noir.
nice. That was fabulous.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah.
What was that?
They also source from the Dutton Ranch as well. And
From the Dutton
we know
Ranch, yeah.
another winery here in house that does
Yeah.
that.
That's right. My
Amorosa
winery
Bella.
does that. You bet.
Amorosa Bella.
AmorosaBella.com or just do
Now,
Cellars.com.
is there one of those? I don't know.
I don't know. Dot something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Back-
well, that's
back-
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That-
So
he-
it took us a
he-
little longer. I tried
yeah.
to text you, but there was no service there, so
Yeah.
I walked in and surprised.
And I don't, I'm not a text guy anyway. If you have
I'm
an
not into social
emergency,
media.
if you have an emergency, you're going to die way before I get the message because I just not my thing. I use a phone, and it was so funny because I was watching that movie last night, Killing Reagan. And of course, that was 1990 or 1980, and there were no cell phones. There were none of that stuff. They didn't have any of that stuff. Everybody was on the telephone, payphone. It was hilarious. You forget. And they lost all kinds of communication. In fact, they couldn't find they couldn't find Bush because he was on an airplane and they couldn't get communications to the plane.
Yes. Yeah.
When Reagan had got shot. He was on Air Force Two. They didn't have any communication where you could pick up a phone and talk to him. You believe that?
And the press secretary was involved in that shooting.
He was
as well.
shot, yes, unfortunately, and he died a few years ago. And
But that
a
caused
cop
him-
was shot too. That was
And
shot.
he turned into the cause of trying to fight for gun control as well.
Yeah.
And David Paver, the assistant press secretary, I went to school with in third grade.
Oh, get
and
out.
I grew up with him.
No way.
And he was so quiet and everything else, but he ultimately ended up saying, "Oh, I have to take over now and begin to talk, the press stuff that those people.
Wow. I didn't know.
So
Wow.
somehow I kept track of him because of the news.
You are a man of the world. You have more worldly stuff.
You know, I tell you.
It's
I
and I have all these fact checkers that are hired that I hired, so that when they hear something from you that just
Give it
sounds
favor.
like way over the heck.
Just look in 3rd grade, Lincoln School, Elmhurst, Illinois, 60126.
Somebody check that. Yeah, 1870 is when that was. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it was weird. The communication wasn't there, man. Wow. I mean, like you could be in deep. I was thinking, man, a lot of bad things could happen before you figure it out. But everyone's on the same timeline, so
Right.
it didn't matter.
Right.
Right. But it was freaking me out. I'm like, geez, you guys you're trying to go to DEFCON 3 because Reagan got shot, and that could have started a completely nuclear thing.
Yeah.
And they had a problem with the Russians were moving around doing something, and they didn't know if they were going to start World War III just because of that one scenario. It was really odd. It was revealing, to say the least. So technology is a good thing in one step, but it's bad in others. Rosé, though, that's a
Rosé,
great.
nice.
God, if you want a big butt rosé, see, I didn't want to swear. You're not allowed to say ass on the.
Right.
It's
yeah.
not. Yeah.
That's an animal, right? Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, it's the damn Democrats that ass, if you notice that. They pick the donkey and the Republicans pick the elephant. What's up with that? Who wins in that fight? We stomp them. You got to love that. All right, if you want a Pinot Noir that's not a wimpy Pinot Noir, then you better go right here. If you want a wimpy, don't even go here. This will not help you. You will not like this. This will freak you out. Again, this is probably 18 to 20 months in brand new French oak. It's green.
Always brand new, right? With Super Sonoman.
Yeah. Always. But in the Pinot world, did you want this? Oh, you didn't want this there, sis? Oh, I thought you wanted to pour this. No, you don't.
No,
Okay.
she put.
Go ahead. You help
she,
the guest.
She just put a commercial on. We're not even on air.
She's not even. Oh, okay. Love that. You put Elmo on. Okay.
Elmo's on there now.
Elmo's on. I was looking for some video to play.
You never know.
I only threw in a good service moment. This is a public service moment.
Right.
I gave you a great movie to watch. I gave you some direction if you don't know what the hell you're doing when you're going to vote for somebody. I gave you an easy way to figure it out. Okay? Like it the way it is, Hillary. You want change? Trump. That's all you got. You got 2. You don't have 5.
I heard another thing, too. I heard when you had your phone call earlier, there's 2 things. There's socialism and capitalism. You decide what you want.
Yeah, you want socialism, then Hillary's your girl. You're good to go. You want capitalism, you got to go Trump. There's only 2. That's all there is. And forget about all the other things. And I saw you in a video, and your husband had sex with a bunch of people, and blah, 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 blah. All that is nonsense.
That's all noise.
It's total noise. Yeah. The bottom line is they're going to run their administration in a certain direction. They're going to have hundreds of advisors and people helping them. If you think that Obama is like Mr. Smart Man, he's got 1,000 people that are helping him move the ball down the road. Okay, he's not. Believe me, he's not a magician. There's no magic to that. It's philosophy.
I went to school with him in Hawaii. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you went to school with him in Kenya.
Okay, here's a funny story, but
you were born in the same you were born in the same hospital as he was in Kenya. The old birther thing is coming back, baby.
But Michelle from Anaba Wines went to school with, her sister went to school with Barack Obama. All right, in Hawaii. Hi, Michelle, if you're listening.
So that's where they forged his birth certificate, was in Hawaii?
That forged his path to the future. How's that?
No one can hear you say that.
I know.
Yeah, we're getting some really good feedback. That's good. It's good information about Obama, which is great. Okay, so
is it Obama or Obama?
thank you. I don't know.
All right. So
this. You are such a weirdo.
what happened?
Well, when I was getting ready to put Corey on the fast track of learning how to do this thing,
Yes.
I said I want to have a 30-second and a 10-second warning. I said, but it's not this.
Well, yeah, sign language, right?
No, that's horse manure. That's like I'm going 1, 2, 3. What? I don't get it. It's this, that. That's 30. It's not in anybody's language. It's this. I'm from New York. We go like this. I know, but we do this on the other thing too. And so it's this and this. That's 30. And then 10 is that. 1 and 0 was a 10. Anyway, so what does she do? She sits down. Comes in here. She's going 3-0. I'm going, at 30 minutes. She sits down. She goes
3-0.
And I'm like 1, 2, 3. What does that mean? So anyway, that doesn't.
Excellent.
I gave her some, camera stuff, and now she knows how to do that. Yeah, she's really good at that. Yeah. So isn't this better than last week when we were in the dark?
This is better.
Well, I have to apologize for anybody that if you stayed through the show and all of a sudden we were the ghosts. I didn't realize how dark it was going to get.
This works.
I look really tan. I am tan. Are you kidding me? If it was warmer out, I'd show you how tan I really am. I'm always tan. I mean, look, I'm dark.
Totally, yeah.
I'm dark.
Totally.
I'm part black.
Yeah. And he's from Hawaii.
And I'm from Hawaii, but I used to live in Kenya. No, wait. My parents are from. Look at the color of this Pinot. This wouldn't fit. You can't even see through that, man. This is. Did you try that? Oh my gosh. Oh. It's too bad. It's really good.
So is the theme tonight Super Sonoman, and we're going through
we're going through the Super Sonoman wines.
All right.
And I thought it would be really cool to go through and kind of target some of these wines that they offer. I thought I was going to pick up a whole bunch more of their wine tonight, and I did not. It wasn't ready.
Wasn't ready. Okay.
So, Chris, if you're watching, get that wine order in for me, buddy, okay? Yeah. It's like I try all kinds of communication. Maybe this will help. Yeah, this Pinot is monster. If you want a big, huge Pinot, this is your go-to.
Definitely classic nose on this. This classically Pinot Noir.
Oh, yeah. All Russian.
The color already says it's bigger. It's somehow bigger.
Yeah. Mm. Ooh, that's pouring good.
Is this like 24 months new French oak, or what's
I want to say this is 18, just like the
18?
first three. I think the first three are 18. If I'm wrong, so what? Just drink it. It's really good.
6 months either way. It's all the same.
Yeah. Retailing that is $42.50 if you're a Cellar Club member, and Yahoo, man, wow.
It's one of a kind, though. Definitely one of a kind.
Yeah, this is not for the faint of heart. But again, if you're thinking dinner, I'm thinking you can change up your meal plan. Because sometimes you get like pigeonholed where Pinot's only going to give you these food,
that's
fruit
true.
group, right? But because this is such a big wine, I think you can cross over and get into some lighter meats. I don't think you have a problem
like tri-tip even.
Yeah, there you go. Tri-tip, ribs, any of those, they would be perfectly fine with that. Now, my son Kevin does not like Pinot.
Why?
Because he doesn't. He thinks it's just a wimpy wine, and Chateau Montelena doesn't make Pinot. So
okay.
So, but this is a bigger mouthfeel that he can enjoy, and but I think you can go way out of the boundaries. Normally, I look at turkey, lamb shank would be good with Pinot. I did my wife cooked a boneless lamb roast in the slow cooker. Wow, that was some, you could do a lot of crazy stuff with that. Wow, that was really, really good.
Sounds great.
Well, and that's a richer meat. Lamb tends to be rich, and so you could do that with this. So, wait, when your buns move over here and your hand grabs that. Oh, the lamb. Oh, I don't. I'm going. Why didn't she pick up the bottle? What's the deal? I thought she meant the wine. Oh, the lamb. Yeah. I'm gonna do a slow cook rammed lamb.
Well, the
shank.
ram is different.
I'll do a slow cooked lamb shanks.
Cool.
Yeah, or maybe the whole rib. You want the whole.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. The one that we did, it broke apart, and it was all this pulled meat that you could have put it with. We put it with some pasta, and it was really nice. Noodles. It was excellent. Yeah.
So it broke apart because it was so tender.
Oh my gosh! It just broke right apart. I put it in the slow cooker all night long, and I woke up, thought I lived in a restaurant. It's like, wow, man! I filled the house with this lamb. That poor thing. Anyway, it was good. It was really good. This would have gone perfectly fine. So you want a big Pinot, or maybe you're not a big Pinot lover. My mic is now dead. What happened? Hello, help me.
Sound problems again here. We got sound.
Well,
problems,
I'm losing my mind, or I'm losing my something.
leave it out of your pocket there. We'll just be good.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Sounds like Dave again.
Yeah, it's Dave. Hi, this is Dave. I'm here. This thing
So
is
let's work
screwing
on
up.
our sound system at some point here.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, give
All those
me $500,000 and I'll get us a great sound
studio.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can't hear us, raise your hand.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
She can't hear me? Oh, okay. You can hear me though, right? Yeah. All right. It's me. I'm just moving around too much and whatever. All right. So great Pinot Noir. If you like Pinot. Oh, it's you tapping on that, huh?
Yeah. What was that spooky?
I thought that was my mic going in and out. He's tapping on the couch, and I'm hearing it, and I'm thinking it's my mic going on and off.
Okay, so
then the drugs kick in, and then we're really far out, man. This is cool.
and the
I
funny
love
thing is,
that.
funny thing is, this is natural personality. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
anything to do with the wine.
Hey, but you know what I saw last night? And I was looking at my voting ballot, and those of you that live in other states where you actually have to go to the polls and actually vote, and I appreciate that you do that. In California, you can do it through the mail. In fact, this year, for the very first time, the postage is already paid for.
Wow.
And this is the first year I've ever seen that. And I thought that was real interesting. But you actually have to put it in the mail. So, you can't do it on November 9th. You can't go, oh, shoot, here's my, they're like, yeah, sure, you're out.
Do you know where Santa votes? He votes at the North Pole.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he gets free postage too. So anyway, I was looking at the ballot though, and it's these little cards. I should have brought it. It would have been kind of cool to show you. Maybe I'll bring you. No, I got to do it tonight and be done with it. Anyway, they're about this wide, and they're two-sided, and there were 1, 2, 3. There were 4 of them. There must be 30 ballots on there as far as like all these
Proposition.
mommy do this. I am a simple guy. You know what I decided?
All even numbers.
No, here's my deal. This is just me.
What?
Every single one of them has a cost to the consumer.
Right.
If it had a cost that was $1 or more, I voted no.
Oh, okay. You're one of those.
I'm just not. I don't care what your cause is. Go raise your own freaking money. I am so tired of getting hacked. You go here and you buy wine. I pay almost 9% tax to have this bottle of wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. It's okay if I drive down the road and there's no pop holes, there's no nothing. You've got all. You don't have that. They're just throwing this stuff in the wind. I mean, somebody's going to spend this damn money. So I went through the whole. No. But the one thing that's on there, it just cracks me up because if you'd have told me this 40 years ago, I would have bet you $1 million, but I didn't have. I would have bet you $1 million that would never be on the ballot. Marijuana is on the ballot for recreational. So actually, we could just sit out here and smoke pot.
Right. Yep.
And they'll probably let you smoke it inside, which is even funnier. You can't do it with cigarettes or cigars.
Cigarettes, no. It's dangerous.
And cigars, can't do it.
No.
But it's on the ballot. I think it's 65 or it's some. There's so many. You can't even believe. So I'm going to vote for it. And I don't want to sway anybody. You have your own reasons why you vote. But I'm going to vote for it because it's coming. I just think it's inevitable. And so you might come in the tasting room someday.
Good job, by the way.
That was really nice, getting underneath that
under
camera.
the camera. Yeah.
Your head got caught, but we'll play that back.
That's all right.
You might come in the tasting room someday, and there'll be a humidor, and it won't be for cigars.
Right. Yep.
It'll be for reefer, and then and is it 64 the number? All right.
It has to be divisible by 2 for me to vote for it.
Oh, okay. Well, then that works. It'll have some joints in there, and then it'll have some edibles because you can eat the stuff, which is really weird.
Right.
That's a whole nother thing. I don't know.
I want that snack machine right next to you. Yeah, that's what I want. I want that one.
I mean, it's so for the first time in history, we're actually going to vote for legalizing marijuana in California. So next year, at this time, we may fish. Normally, I finish with, this is how you discover wine. Well, this is how you discover pot and wine.
One
toke
at a time.
One toke at a time.
Right. Yes. Yes.
If you'd have bet me, I would have pulled money out so quick. Oh, it's crazy.
Is there a question from our audience? No, there isn't.
There is no.
They're scared.
Yeah, it's like they've run away. Anyway, so yeah. So anybody that's for any of the other propositions, and you were looking for my vote. In fact, if you lose by 1, you can blame it on me, because I'm going 0. If it costs me a penny, I ain't doing it. And the one that I saw on there, I can't believe that they tried to throw that in there, is that you have to do a background check if you want to buy bullets for your gun. Get the heck out of here. What's the point of having a gun if you can't get the bullets?
So you're okay with the gun. We like to have you have a gun.
Well, if I want to protect myself, I would like to be able to buy the bullets and walk out the door. I don't really want to have a whole big thing happen if I want to protect myself.
Because you obviously got the gun legally, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they give you a background check when you get the gun. Why in the Lord's name are you going to do it with the bullets?
It's .01 seconds for something, right?
Oh, it's killing me. I know. I'm getting a wrap up. She's like, I just can't. That's the only one I saw in there that I was mortified. I'm like, I can't believe you want to take the ability to buy the bullets. Why don't you just take the damn guns away from us and let it be a police state and be done with it? I mean, it's crazy. I just think that's just Looney Tunes. Because I'm not a believer of safe zones.
Oh, like this is a nuclear-free zone?
Yeah, what a bunch of crap. I never heard anything so stupid.
I'm sorry, our school is a nuclear-free zone.
No, it's not.
No mushroom clouds here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so they have mushroom clouds over there. Oh, it didn't get in our air conditioning vents. We're okay. That's not a good
This
one.
will go down as the most political of all the broadcasts.
I am not going to put up with that. I think that's the biggest crock of
And Walmart
crap.
is really happy you're pissed about something else. Oh, did I say pissed?
No, can you imagine? That's got to be hurting their business too. Who's going to go in there? I'm going to give you a background check. What are you, nuts? I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay. All right. Super Sonoman Meritage 2011. If you do the red wine tasting in the tasting room, the last wine you'll have is this one right here. It's a pretty big wine. About 30 months, brand new French oak. Oh, man, that's a monster.
It is monster.
That's a monster. Wow. That's a big wine. Okay, wimpy red people, don't drink this, okay?
Save it for us, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, number one, save it for us. I don't get any deliveries here. I'm not going to have any wine. But anyway.
But I do have a question. So this
All right, question. Go ahead.
All right, this is a technical question.
Is it technical?
No, not really.
Okay.
So this is 2011.
No, this is 2016.
Thank you. 5 years ago, this wine was made, right? Or at least harvested.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Right. So my question is, do you have a 10 or a 9 or a 12 or what else do you have like this?
I have a 9.
I think there's a 9, right?
Yeah, there's a 9. There's a 9 of this.
So if there's a 9 and 11, have you tried both of those or?
You know, I don't think we've done that side by side. You have 9, 10, and 11 of the
10?
Meritage? No, you don't. Do you?
10?
Oh, well.
10? All right,
Oh, is
here
it in?
comes the-
It's
here
in the
comes official
vertical.
sheet.
It's in the vertical sheet.
Cool.
Okay.
We have a vertical available.
Yeah, we do. We're
So this
really
is
into
the
the
middle of-
verticals this year. If you're looking for, thank you. If you're looking for a real cool gift, a vertical's the coolest thing. If you're really cool, that's what you'll do. If you're wimpy, don't take these wines. This isn't for wimpy people. But if you're not wimpy, and you want a cool gift, and here's my rule on a cool gift. Here's my rule, just so that you guys know. I never give a cool gift to somebody that I'm not going to participate in the drinking of that wine, okay?
Right.
Do not expect me to give you a cool gift, and don't say, oh, you can't come over and enjoy that with me. Here,
So may I?
right there, no way.
Suggest that.
That's just not happening. I'm
May I
not going to let you
suggest
do it.
that Barack Obama will not be getting that gift?
No, we will not. Brocky and I are not on the same page. No. Well, if you drink it in the White House, oh yeah, I'll give it to him. Hell yeah, in a nanosecond. That'd be funnier than hell.
Actually, it'd be very cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having
So
a glass
Barack
of wine with the
Obama,
guy. I
if you're
just don't
listening.
believe in anything he says. But
Right.
I'm okay with if he'll invite me. Oh, sure. So if you give me a gift of the same, I think that's a great scenario. No, hell no. I'm going to drink it by myself. No.
But you will write you a thank you note.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you, I'll send you pictures and video because I want you to see the real expression on my face when I go through these 3 wines. Like, whoa, that was really good. No, I am in something like this. It's not like a one bottle thing. No, I'm not going to mandatory have to enjoy that with you. I mean, I'll enjoy it. I would love to have you hang out with us and
We have a
enjoy
question from one of our viewers. They have a cellar.
that. Okay.
So when they get a gift,
They get a gift. They put the name of the person with the gift. So then they do a little toast to them when they do that. They go, oh, this is real.
that's very cool.
Oh, so when they come back and have dinner with you, you then pull that out
the
and go,
bottle that
wow,
they gave you.
Joe and Mary gave that to us, and let's sit here with Joe and Mary. I'm way okay with
That's
that. If you
very
want to
cool.
give me something
That's
really,
classy.
really cool,
Yeah.
Corey, I'm way okay with that, and I'll enjoy that with you. It'll be really, really cool, and I have no problem with that. But if you think for 1 minute I'm going to throw 3 bottles in your basket and not enjoy watching that even a little bit, I don't want to just have a sip. You can throw me out after I had a sip. I just want to participate. That's pretty cool to have 3 wines that are verticals. That's a neat gift. That's
Yeah,
a really,
yeah.
you can go to the store and get somebody underwear or some gloves or a hat or shoes and all that other poop stuff. They're just going to go, and they're not going to remember the next day But man, when they open up those 3 wines, they're going to remember you for sure. Yeah. You got to give her a mic, or
Actually,
we're going
it's
to
way
go
over here. Let me do that.
No, we got to get the people at home are watching this, and they're going, "What the hell is he doing? He hasn't
Those
said
are
a damn
green
word."
light.
Yeah, that's good. Yep,
All right.
that's on.
It says red.
It's
Red means stop.
Oh, I know. Just eat that sucker. Get right into the
Okay. So
Yeah, I did. 3 plus 2 is 5. Go ahead. I'm with you. Go on.
So I had a friend of mine who actually had a vertical, but actually I don't know what they call it because it was about 7 bottles year to year to year of silver oak. And he was married at the time, and his wife at the time, he was at work, and his wife invited some girlfriends over to have a spaghetti dinner. She didn't know anything about wine. She went into their wine closet, per se, and took one of those bottles. I think it was like in 1997 back then.
97. Yeah,
Yeah.
could
Very
be.
nice year for silver oak. Yes.
Took in 1997 and drank it, not knowing anything about wine, and screwed up that whole.
The whole vertical.
Right down the center of the vertical.
Yeah. So if you're gonna break into my cellar, here's a
They actually got a divorce soon after. I'm sure there were other issues, but I'm sure that,
No, that was one for sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
you
you
want
want top of the list for me.
You want to get me going goofy? Go ahead and sneak into my cellar at home. And if you get into my vertical, I'll have a cow. I will have a cow, and that won't
But
digest.
it helps if you just shorten the vertical by 1 year if you have 7 of them. But if you take the one in the middle,
take the one in the middle, you might as well shoot yourself because
And the
I'm
hardest-
coming after you. That's
there
not
was
good.
no way to replace it after that because
Well,
they
yeah.
didn't do that. We tried to find it.
should have
That
called
was
me. I
really-
also have that one too.
That was really, really, really good, by the way. That's pouring really nice. All right. Last wine, 2009, Knights Valley, right up here on the hill on the mountain. Knights Valley, Cabernet Sauvignon. 75 cases is all they ever did of this wine. There's
Really?
very little of this left.
Wow.
Yeah, 75 cases. Can you imagine?
2009.
2009. Oh, it's just like butter. 30 months in brand new French oak. Oh, man, it's just a cab lover's dream. Yeah, you don't even have to taste it. You just want to smell it. It's that good. It's that good. Oh, you didn't try that because I have it here. Oh, good luck with that. Yum. That's really, really, really good. Retail on that is 78 American dollars. We don't take Chinese money, so don't bring it in here. We're not going to let you do that. You can use a credit card from China if you want, but that's really good.
Which we did yesterday, by the way.
Who did?
We sold some Heidi
Chinese
Barrett-
wine
Heidi Barrett wine to some folks who were visiting.
from China.
Yeah.
Did they sign in like the way that they write
It
in
was
the
really
little
funny.
boxes and the
It was
weird?
really funny. She held up a thing and said, "Do you have this wine?" And it was like a text or something, but it was all in like Chinese. And we're like, "I don't know. Could you translate that for me?" She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
And so she
She
went
went,
La
"Oh,
Serena. She went La Serena.
Holy
She
crap.
went La Serena, Syrah. I said,
Okay.
as a matter of fact, we do.
Wow. That's amazing. They were looking for that specifically?
They were sent by Heidi Barrett to us.
It was sent to Heidi from Heidi to us?
Us, yeah. So they came over to.
She didn't have any?
Well, they phoned and they said, "Where are
Oh, well, you
Where
want
are
to taste it, you
And
got
they
to
said,
come
"We're
here.
in Healdsburg." They said,
Yeah.
"You're over there."
Well, if yeah. So, Corey, where are you going? Huh? So you figured out the thing. Oh, you're so smart. Okay. All right, you're so
No
smart.
questions. Wow.
Well, she was looking on my computer because
Ah.
it has the box up with the questions, and I kind of pissed them off earlier without answering any of their damn questions. But
Right.
look, I can't do everything. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. So we can do all we can do. We try to make this entertaining, and I think we did. And so we're right on the cusp of this. Right? We're at
We're
what does
zero?
zero mean? 0 hour. It's on the dot. See,
Oh,
and I
there you
knew
go.
that. Did you notice I knew that? I was trying to rap.
But should we? I tell you what. There's some sort of debate coming up between presidential candidates, right?
Oh yeah.
That's tomorrow, right?
If you're not sure who to vote for, watch this crazy. Just do this. Just record the damn thing, okay? Don't even watch it live. Just record it and watch it in the calm of your moment. Just watch and learn what's going on. The truth is coming out tomorrow.
Cool.
6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock in the East, and your time zones in between. Yeah,
8
right?
o'clock Central. I grew
Yeah.
up in Central.
And if you're not sure, just call me up. You're not sure who to vote for, I'll give you 20 minutes over the phone. No problem.
Where are you watching it at?
Well, I'm actually here tomorrow until 6. And so I've recorded it, and then I'll watch it at home so I can there's no commercials, right? It goes an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to hear the whole thing. I want to hear the whole gig. And, vote for whoever the hell you want, but vote. Don't be stupid and not vote. Gosh, it's unbelievable. I can't believe people don't vote. It's just crazy. Anyway, the first debate? Yeah, I've watched both of them and all the commentary and inside and out and all that crazy stuff. But I'm real clear, just in case anybody's wavering on, wonder where he's going. Look, I'm really clear on, I'm a capitalist. I look for helping small businesses like myself. We get choked to death. I'll show you the bills that I get. They stink. It's unbelievable. I want the government out of my pocket, out of my life, lower my damn taxes, and I won't try to funnel money into China. Because, you know what I'm saying? If I can get a better rate, why not go there? That's my bottom line. So I'm a conservative guy. That's just the way I am. So don't unfriend me and all that. I don't want to hear about it. But it's my right to feel that way, and that's the way it is.
So
if you're the other way, then vote the other way, and then don't.
So could we actually, for next Tuesday, TV Tuesday Live,
Yep.
could we invite Donald Trump and, of course, Hillary to come on and talk about things? Either one or both?
Let's get both of them. All right, so I'm going to try to get both Trump and Hillary here
We're in wine country,
in wine country.
but people are listening.
They'll listen.
And
It's a medium that they've never gone through before. They've never done anything quite like this, right? Now, Trump
Correct.
doesn't drink. He doesn't drink. And you know how I learned that? A couple of years ago, this crazy guy came in the tasting room, and he bought all this wine, and he sent some to Oprah. He sent stuff up to Bill Gates, and he sent wine to Trump.
and it got returned?
No, they kept the wine, but they sent a letter. Came from Trump. I have it at home. It came from his office, and they said, "Thank you very much for this wine. Mr. Trump does not drink, but we've distributed it among the staff, and we thank you very much for this wonderful wine." And I thought that was,
part of my article.
really, really cool. I thought that was really cool that I got a letter from Trump, and anyway, it was cool. I just thought, but anyway, so we'll get them in next week. We'll have Hillary and Trump here. We'll sit one here, and we'll sit one over there, because that way they can't touch.
That
Like,
Dave and Scott will be between the two.
yeah, because if they touch, they'll melt, and then, right? Like the
some
Wizard of
movie.
Oz, and they'll just go under the ground, like, what happened? Trump melted right in front of us. Anyway, this is crazy. I have no idea. So we're like way over. Yeah, really? I'm -5.
Right.
I
Very
love
good.
that. -5.
And that's not sign language. That's not sign language. That's charades.
Is this
That's
negative?
charades.
Does this mean negative?
No,
Oh.
She's falling between sign language and charades.
You know, all I know is I try to do the best we can. Look at this crazy person. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, Dave, I want to thank you for showing up,
Halfway
half an
through
hour through the damn show. And thanks for Karina's boss for deciding that she needs to hang out somewhere else and put Corey on the spot. But she likes the pressure, actually. She enjoys that pressure moment because she operates pretty well. She's our newest associate, and she's been doing a really, really good job. And now I'm going to fire her. You're fired. You're fired. No, it's like the Trump thing. Right?
And we have a spectator here.
I'm a witness. Oh, God, it can't be done. OSHA's going to come in here and take me over. Like, I get him out. You can't fire people like that.
You're fired. You're sued, right? Yeah.
So thank you, Corey, for stepping up and getting the ball rolling. We have lights tonight, which is really good.
That's cool. We had when I arrived here, we had some folks sitting here watching the show.
Yeah, we have. You know,
we've coming and going.
We've had guests and people, and they've been buying wine, and that's why we're here. And I don't have my coat on, and I actually feel pretty good about that.
And thank you, Janet, for the questions.
I did. Thank you for the questions, and I didn't have to put my coat on, but it's actually not too bad. It's not. It's going to get warmer.
I like this.
It's going to get warmer, but we're going to have rain again. I saw that we're going to have rain again, so yeah, in another week or so, I think we're going to have rain. But anyway, so Super Sonoman Wines. This is for the big boys and girls. This is not for Mr. Wimpy. If you're Mr. Wimpy, take a hike because you're not going to dig any of these. These are just fantastic. And that cap's pouring pretty good.
Really nice. Showing really nice.
So this is where you – did I tell you got to put the first one we had up is what ends the show? I didn't tell you that part. I guess we didn't get that far. So you put that in the preview, the one with the logo, and then as soon as I'm done with what I say, you – oh, you're so smart. So this is where you discover wine, one sip at a time. Here, and maybe one toke at a time. Once we get our pot thing going, I could grow a pot right here, can't I? Everyone can do it.
I have plants here,
right? Yeah. I have plants, so who cares if they're pot? What's the big deal? This is where you discover wine, though, one sip at a time. Here at Cellars of Sonoma. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week with push that other slide and you're in.
It's a beautiful